Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been blamed for the dramatic exodus from California in recent months. Fox News' Greg Gutfield, who hosts satirical news show Gutfield, joked that the Sussexes were one of the main reasons behind this, comes as U-Haul's annual report showed that more people were leaving California than any other state. In fact, the moving company even ran out of trucks to rent in California. Mr. Gutfield remarked, "People are getting sick and tired of the BS policies that have turned their state into a lawless liberal hellhole. You get all the dirt and danger of the third world, plus avocado toast that costs $14. Between smash and grab robberies and home invasion, you have COVID mandates, the homeless, and the worst of all, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle." He added, "Talk about a royal flush." The royal ridicule was met with laughter from the audience in the studio. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex bought their £11 million California mansion last year after quitting frontline royal duties and moving to the U.S. The mansion, which boasts 16 bathrooms and 9 bedrooms, resides in the exclusive celebrity neighborhood of Montecito. Harry and Meghan spent their first Christmas as a family with their children Archie, 2, and Lilibet, 6 months, in the sprawling mansion. Mr. Gutfield pointed out that all the states that received the most U-Haul movers were Republican-governed states, like Florida and Texas. This follows news that U.S. Census Bureau data last month showed red Republican states were increasing in population while blue Democratic states were shrinking during the pandemic. The largest domestic migration losses were in California, which lost 367,299 residents, followed by New York and Illinois. Former residents of Democrat-governed state cities told Fox News that rising crime, taxes, and government overreach drove their decisions to move. Many California-based tech firms like Tesla, Meta, HP and Oracle have all recently purchased offices in Texas. However, a spokesperson for California Governor Gavin Newsom insisted that the California exodus is a myth. In other news, Denise Welch has stunned her social media followers by calling out Queen Elizabeth for sitting alone in a mask at her husband, Prince Philip's funeral. The 63-year-old Loose Women panelist has been vocal on Twitter with her views about the use of masks in public and the cost of lockdowns during the coronavirus pandemic. While her fans have been used to these rants, there was some surprise when she attacked the Queen and her hypocrisy over her stance during Philip's funeral, at which she followed the guidance at the time of sitting away from other mourners. She took aim at the now iconic photo taken on April 17, 2021, when they sat alone during the service, wearing a mask in the process. Raging on Twitter, Denise said, "The Queen must have known this was totally and utterly unnecessary, cruel and ridiculous," though as a few weeks later she was happy to mingle at her grand old age. Denise also posted 2 photographs of the Queen to accompany her caption. One was of the Queen sitting alone at the funeral, while the other was of the Queen among a group of politicians, but not wearing a mask, which was taken a few weeks afterwards. There were some that thought Denise was right with her controversial comments, with one replying to her, "I'm sorry to say but her sitting alone at the funeral was all theater. It was all about looking to do the right thing as the whole nation was watching." Others felt that Denise had gone in too hard on Her Majesty, with the soap star being branded harsh for her comments. One fan replied, "This is so harsh, she follows rules like majority of us. Why would we not believe until proven otherwise? We had scientists telling us what we should do. Some of us elderly do anything to stay well. We are not all lucky enough to ignore rules." Another disagreed with Denise, replying, "Yes, at real Denise Welch, I'm sure the Queen sat alone at the love of her life's funeral just to prove a point. Maybe she was just doing her best to lead by example like others should have."